serves on the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
All stands, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we go use henceforth? Okay, carry your pen. Carry your paper. Them for my class. People of this world, them plenty. Sins of this people, many. So many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. Multiply the answer you get now when they make poor man they cry. The answer you get now waiting they make rich man they mess and leaders they lie. The answer you get now waiting they make young boys and girls join party gang. Answer you get now waiting they make innocent man rot inside the jail. Get it, and then agree to grant and bail. Get it, oh. Everybody, oh yeah,
Join Jagbajantis,
make we
solve mathematics.
with the dabaru out in and so.
But say, na partners,
We go use takes.
solve mathematics. So follow Jagbajantis.
So ya carry bairo, be for brotherhood.
Love your neighbor as yourself, what's all?
Oh, for objectivity.
Be objective, gentlemen, ladies.
Be for democracy.
No matter how hard it is, the better military.
M for modification.
Of our behaviors onto the stereo.
A, accountability.
If you been a chop money, I beg you take them easy.
S for solidarity.
United we stand and divided. Oh my shell.
You just the age.
Agreement was that after I am financially stable, when I have the money, a place to stay, that's when I will come and carry my baby. But please, I need my baby, please. Please, I need my baby, please. I need my baby. I miss him so much. Please, this woman now also has been kind to me. I've never been such a woman in my life. And so many of us would have aborted that baby.
I born today, then tomorrow this woman came and told me that she will care for my baby. Then I now said to the woman that I cannot stay in the village, that I will go with my little baby. She now say yes, that she will carry me to this place. I'm here, I never see one day like this that someone came to this place that she wanted to buy. I've been giving that baby breast. They now drag my baby. Reaching there and they now ask me that I'm a prostitute, that I want to save my baby. Well, I did not plan that such a thing.
So even on Christmas time, I come here to pick my baby, go back to Asaba. After Christmas and New Year, I carry my baby, come back. No, they did not collect any money from me, and I did not send my baby to anybody.
All right, those were the voices of some pregnant women speaking about the controversy rocking a suspected baby factory in River State. Right about now, the time says 12 minutes into the hour of 4 p.m. And I officially welcome you to another edition of the Platform Radio on your premium talk radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. I am Kala Dako, but you can call me Kala there. And like I love to say, my job right about now is very simple. It is to give you insight into the news reports making the rounds. Just in case you do not know what the Platform Radio is all about, it is that program where you and I talk. We look at trending issues critically, holistically, and we take alongside correspondent reports just because our correspondents are out there and they are investigating. They are formulating reports out there in the field. On the Platform Radio, we take those reports, we take those investigations, and we talk with them and have them give us more details. Because we might hear what is not entirely in the news bulletin. So what do we have on the menu this evening on the platform radio? Stay tuned and you will find out. Civil society organizations challenges Rivers State government to come clean on issue of transit home discovered in Port Harcourt. Rivers State Governor sends list of commissioner nominees to State Assembly for screening. Federal government dismisses fears of new coronavirus case in Nigeria. Stay tuned because we're about to go into the details. All right, now the time is telling me 14 minutes, gone past the hour of 4 p.m. And the first story on my list is that the Ministry of Social Welfare and Rehabilitation has been challenged to come out clean on the issue concerning a transit home operated at Woji in Obiakpo, local government area of Rivers State, which the police tagged a baby factory. Now, the civil society organization for HIV and AIDS and other health-related issues threw the challenge after conducting newsmen around the transit home where the operator was arrested with other staff members. Now, Rivers State Coordinator of the Civil Society for HIV and AIDS and other health issues, Dennis Otobo, told newsmen that contrary to reports, the transit home Tenderfield Rescue Initiative has the consent of the Rivers State government to operate pending its approval as a non-governmental organization.
Tenderfield Rescue Initiative is one of our member organizations in Rivers State. Our area of specialty is different from the normal orphanage home that we know. Our home is not an orphanage home, but it is called transit home for children. And I know that whatever thing she does is documented and with consent of the parent. So the police saying that she's running a baby factory, I think is really misnomer because they never did any investigation. As I speak to you, she's still in detention. They've not really, they have refused to give her on bail. We're not happy. And the Honorable Commissioner of Social Welfare, who also really understand the issues asked from her ministry, she came up publicly and said that she doesn't know her. But if you look within my hands, you see documents clearly presented. This is a letter she wrote to people that are in charge of child trafficking. She wrote a formal letter to them that she wants to apply. If somebody wants to do illegal issues, I don't think they will apply to NAPTEP for.
Otobo, who added that the home was a legal backing or has a legal backing, said CSOs will not hesitate to lead the protest should the police fail to release the operator of the transit home Chinelo or Diakosamakwe staffers. Did I pronounce that well? I mean, I need to get that name right now. Odiakosamakwe staffers and the infant in custody of the police.
As civil society organization, we are saying that the police should release this lady and the children there so that it doesn't result to public disturbance. We have had our meeting. We held our meeting yesterday. We are thinking of mass protests by tomorrow. We are even bringing all our members outside the state so that the police should open their cells to accommodate all of us. Because if we don't tell the government that what they are doing is wrong, they will keep up doing the wrong thing. This is an intervention that ought to be done by the government that is done in outside this country. But look at a lady taking her resources to do that. The government, instead of appreciating her, they are coming to arrest her that she's doing a baby factory. I want the police to show us one person with evidence that have bought a baby here that they know. If they cannot show us that, then they should know that they are really spoiling the image of the police.
Some women who are laying claim to the baby said they duly registered to be part of the Tender Life Rescue Initiative because they were stranded after their childbirth, just as they appealed to the authorities to release their babies to them.
Agreement was that after I am financially stable, when I have the money, a place to stay, that's when I will come and carry my baby. But please, I need my baby, please. Please, I need my baby, please. I need my baby. I miss you so much. Please, this woman now also has been kind to me. I've never been such a woman in my life. And so many of us would have aborted our baby.
I born today, then tomorrow this woman came and told me that she will care for my baby. Then I said to the woman that I cannot stay in the village, that I will go with my little baby. She now say yes, that she will carry me to this place. I'm here. I never see one day like this that someone came to this place that she wanted to buy. I've been giving that baby breast. They now drag my baby. Reaching there and they now ask me that I'm a prostitute, that I want to save my baby. Why I did not plan that such a thing.
So even on Christmas time, I come here to pick my baby, go back to Asaba. After Christmas and New Year, I carry my baby come back. No, they did not collect any money from me, and I did not send my baby to anybody.
it is important to note that in recent times, quite a good number of times, we've heard stories of baby factories being located in parts of River State. I mean, that factory has been a lucrative factory, as a matter of fact. And listening to the women talk, listening to the women grant the interviews to our correspondent out there, is making me think twice. I mean, there's so much drama in Nigeria. I mean, a lot of people can act for Africa, can act for the world, right? And when you see these people, you want to take what they're saying with a pinch of salt, right? So I'm thinking, I'm wondering, I'm imagining, is this really a true statement on the side of the mothers? What if they were actually running a baby factory? And like I said, you need to take it with a pinch of salt. But in a normal society, not to say our society is abnormal, one would imagine that if the police gets some kind of intelligent report, that it is only wise that they do investigate. So if they take these people to court, what is the evidence? What is the pieces of evidence that these people are running the baby factory? You only saw a group of women gathered with their babies. Can you prove that it was a baby factory? Can you show evidence to the fact that 1, 2, 3 people sold their babies to so and so, just like the CSO is asking? So that will mean also that we also have to take what the police is telling us with a pinch of salt as well. Interesting conversation right about now. Looking at this, my mind is racing. Who is telling the truth? Who is lying? Who is telling the truth? But beyond who's lying, I would have imagined that the police would have taken out time to gather pieces of evidence to nail everybody who they assume is a culprit in this brouhaha, in this imbroglio. But then maybe, like I said the last time we talked about it, and that was on Friday, that the police is trying, just maybe, to cover up the tracks. I mean, it is the same Eagle Crack squad that did go all the way from mile 1 down to OG to crack down an alleged baby factory all the way from mile 1 all the way. Jurisdiction comes into play. But what do I know? I probably don't know much about that. But what's your take on this? 21 minutes into the hour. I'm going to take phone calls right about now. 0817 0000951 and 0810-951-0951. Beyond who is to blame, do you agree with me that the police could have done some more digging, some more gathering of evidence to be able to pin culprits and perpetrators of the crime that they have accused the people of committing? Do you agree with me? Do you also agree that the failure of the police to hurriedly, or the failure of the police to pin the crime on these people with evidence and hurriedly go out there and arrest these people, it might just be, them trying to cover up the tracks, trying to launder their image? 0817 0000951 and 0810-951-0951. 95.1 FM. I lost that call. Do call me back and tell me what you think about this very issue. I mean, what do you make of it, really? Baby factory, And is that really, I mean, I'm thinking, I don't know about this. Maybe IB should call in and tell me. Is that really a law against, me selling my baby? I mean, putting it up for adoption and all. 95.1 FM.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
Good evening.
Yeah.
It's Chima calling from Rukboko.
All right, Chima, welcome.
See, police have failed. Before you go in and crack down on somebody, what is the evidence? Up to now, nobody, they have not been able to show us that this person bought the baby or this person sold the baby.
All right, no pieces of evidence.
So people who even have children there are still coming to make positive testifying that the baby are their own, and nobody has come up to now. So what is the evidence that you use, the ego crack always use to crack down on somebody?
All right.
So they should come up with evidence and show to the whole world. Otherwise, they are doing illegal and are detaining that woman unjustly.
All right.
And we will not be happy about it.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling in there. All right, I missed that call, did I? No, I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. All right, do call me back, 0817-000-951, 0810-951-951. All right, you call back. 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada.
Yeah, what's wrong with your voice? I mean, is that how you...
Yeah, okay. I have had some cough and can you hear me?
Coronavirus people, I can hear you.
No, it's not that way.
All right, welcome.
All right, my name is Manu Bani.
Manu Bani, welcome.
Please, I want to ask the state House of Assembly, are they not supposed to wade into matters of this nature that concerns public interest? My concern is that children are involved, pregnant women are involved. Under what condition are these pregnant women, are children being kept, suffocating and congested cells? The Ministry of Health was saying
Social welfare,
they are not. Hello?
I can hear you, go ahead.
Good. The Ministry of Social Welfare, the woman said, their lawyer, the lady said that this place works in tandem with the government.
All right.
If their documentation is not up to date, that is why the social welfare is saying they don't know them. But if their documentation is not up to date, then that is not a good reason to say we've not been dealing with them. All they will do is to upgrade their documents. Let the government, House of Assembly, wade into the matter as quickly as possible. Because we're in democracy, so that we will not have children dying or pregnant women becoming infected as a result of the congestion in the cells.
All right, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. On a normal day, Manu Bani, I do agree with you. On a normal day, the children, even the nursing mothers, are not even supposed to be in police welfare, or cell or whatever. It's supposed to be social welfare taking charge of such a case, and that is why I asked about jurisdiction earlier. 95.1 FM.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Good afternoon, Canada.
It's the evening already. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Oh yes, sorry.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Left Right Center.
All right.
From Romo Bayelsa.
All right, welcome, Honorable Baby. Welcome.
I've been following this matter. See, no long story. The police are just trying to look for a way to cover the Chima matter.
All right.
Nothing more, nothing less. They cannot sweep it under the carpet with this case. Thank you, Achop Noko.
Thank you, Achop Noko. Right back. 95.1 FM.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Sam, welcome on the show.
Yeah. Canada, you see, police, this man, they are eat again with their margin.
All right.
Now the morning and crew, they will not stop to amuse us. This their level of is it wickedness or whatsoever they are just pounding on humanity now? Is it now epidemic or on them or their natural sickness? Just imagine how these men are just coming out to tell us false information. Now look at the river.
No, we can't actually say it's false because it's not been proven otherwise. Yeah.
But they told us it's a baby factory.
But it's not been proven. It's not been proven otherwise. This is their words against the women's words.
Is it not from the person you just played the record? Is it not from the River State Ministry that came up and said these people have the register with them? They have some
civil society organization.
So these police people, I don't understand what is happening now.
they are becoming unbecoming in the nation. The truth is that government should put a beam their searchlight on them so that these their activities. And seriously, these people, they should be sacking those that need to be sacked and sending them to prison.
All right, Mr. Sam, thank you very much. I got to take one last call before we move over to the next conversation. 95.1 FM. Yes, who's on the line?
Hello there.
Yes, good evening to you.
How are you doing?
I'm great. You?
Oho is my name.
Sorry, Owo?
Oho, yeah, is my name, yes.
All right, that's title, right? It's the title, right?
No, that's my name.
All right, then, welcome on the show. Welcome. Talk to me.
Thank you very much.
All right, talk to me.
My good friend Kalada, let us not blame police or that problem.
All right.
We should not blame police. Because look, the problem of that matter now, what is holding that matter is one clergyman who gave a house to kill my wife and went to Abuja, told the Special General Police that they should forget about that matter.
The same clergyman you're referring to has denied asking the police.
Don't forget about that. I'm telling you the truth.
But I'm also telling you that I'm also. Let's not.
Police PRO, in Nigeria, is not from Igbo. Why must you keep quiet? This man met them and told them that they should not worry.
It's not about. Anyways.
Take care of the matter.
Thank you very much for calling. We're not even really talking about Chambers matter, so I'm not even going to delve into that argument with you. But let's move over to the next conversation. And this report says the Rivers State Governor, Wike, has sent 9 commissioner nominees to the Rivers State House of Assembly for screening. Just when we thought we were done with commissioner nominees, right? Now, the commissioner nominees include Eloka Taisiye Amadi, Boma Iyaye, Damiete Abbott Miller, and Tony Oniyinde. Others are Tamuno Sisi Gogojaja, Ibig Stamuno, Emeka Onowu, Professor Chike Princewill, and Oya Prince. Now, the nominees are expected to appear before the Rivers State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation as commissioners designate tomorrow. According to a statement by the clerk of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Stanford Oba, the nominees are expected to submit 40 copies of the credentials, including tax clearance certificates, to the office of the clerk. Now, I'm wondering, like I said earlier, I thought we were done with commissioner nominees. Last year, much of our debate was, when are we going to get commissioners? When are we going to get commissioners? And then we eventually got commissioners. And the question was, will the commissioners be effective? Are there enough? Will they be effective? Will they be able to, cover all of the areas in Rivers State that needs the attention of the government? More recently, on Saturday, the commissioners came into focus on my Saturday morning show. And the question was, coronavirus now in Nigeria, Rivers State not having commissioner for health. Do we need a commissioner for health? And the 3 wise men in the studio at the time said something about, not necessarily, appointing a commissioner for health, but upgrading the current permanent secretary in the health ministry. But then look at it. Now we have about, how many of them? I did not even count. Let's count now. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We have 9 more nominees added to. How many did they? Was it 13? Then earlier they had 2. So do you think something must have necessitated the appointment of these commissioner nominees? Do you think something could have necessitated it? Is it because people shouted, we don't have commissioner for health and there's coronavirus in the land? Really, is that the reason? Could you point out a reason why I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying we're just talking. We're just critically looking at this issue. Is there a reason why there is an appointment of 9 more commissioners? And do you see more reasons that will give birth to more appointments of commissioners as well? Remember, we started with, special advisors, and then we grew to commissioners, and now we're having more commissioners. And then after a while, we had task force, and I'm sorry, at a certain point, we had different task forces and agencies being inaugurated by His Excellency, Chief Barrister Yesom Izomobike. Do you see more? I mean, we had 3 flyovers at one time. Now we're having 4. So there's a possibility that there's so much work to be done that we might be having more appointments. I'm asking you. You are a River State indigent. You are a River State resident. Do you see more appointments coming up? And why do you think these appointments were made? What could have necessitated these appointments? 0817 000 0951 and 0810 951 951 951 FM. What's your name?
Good afternoon.
Good evening to you.
I'm Chima. I'm also Chima, calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Chima, welcome back.
You see, yes, I'm alleging that police maybe.
No. We've moved on from the police. Actually, now we're talking about. Maybe you should listen and call us back. We've moved on from the police, and we are talking about appointment of commissioners. What do you think could have necessitated? I mean, at one point we were shouting, "Give us commissioners! We want commissioners!" The governor cannot be everywhere at the same time. And now the governor has gotten himself, the first batch, second batch. Now he's doing the third batch. Do you think there'll be a fourth batch? 95.1 FM, who's on the line?
Hello.
Yes, good evening to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Simon, calling from Rumors.
All right, Simon from Rumosi, welcome. Talk to me.
Well, there's every need for him to appoint more commissioners. You can observe.
All right.
The first set and the second set of commissioners they appointed. Certain local governments don't have representatives.
Oh, so commissioners are supposed to be representatives of the local governments.
He campaigns, so you cannot take commissioners and from certain local government and leave certain local governments.
But you remember he had appointed earlier special advisors.
Well, for every local government, commissioners should go for every local government.
Okay. Now, are we doing it because of the local government, or are we doing it because work is needed to be done? Because yet again, we have we have House of Assembly members that represent every local government in River State.
They are, like you said, House of Assembly legislators. Oh, we are talking about the executive.
Oh, interesting.
That the commissioners.
All right then.
And there are certain ethnic groups that are not yet represented in the executive board, like the Wakrike people.
Interesting conversations now. All right. So you're saying that the Wakrike's visit, I lost you. The Wakrike's visit to the governor last week probably necessitated, your words, not mine. All right then. 95.1 FM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, good evening, Canada.
Yeah, good evening to you. Good evening to you. What's your name?
My name is Prince Andy, and I'm calling from Umbele community.
Prince Andy, welcome on the show.
Let me congratulate the governor. Let me rather thank him for realizing that he needs to appoint more commissioners in his government.
His cabinet, yeah.
Yes, in his cabinet. Let me thank him for doing that. But outside that, I want us to also join. I want to join the Rivers people, the good people of Rivers State, to also tell the governors to please give the commissioners free hands.
But the commissioners, I mean, they have free hands. Look at the commissioner for finance, for example, the commissioner for education, for example.
No, Canada. Let me give you one example. During Ameti's regime, you will see commissioners everywhere. They are pronounced, like Commissioner of Agriculture, Commissioner of Works. You even see them commissioning projects by themselves. Some certain projects they commission by themselves. But these days,
I have seen them everywhere as well. I mean, do you listen to the news, Prince Andy? Because I know you're a regular caller. I mean, you hear in the news almost every day when the Commissioner for Works, for example, is talking about a project, or the Commissioner for Education is talking about, one or two issues he has been able to solve in the educational sector.
Yeah, Canada, with due respect, I have always seen them explain more, expatiate more on the project. I've never seen them commission any one project
because
by
they just started.
I've not also seen them go to market I've not also seen them go for market survey about any one project. The governor does that and bring it to them. They will just analyze. The governor will commission.
Prince Andy,
Okay, let me come back a little bit. Let me come back a little bit.
No, I want to correct you. I want to correct you on something. I've seen the Commissioner for Works on project side before, so you can't say.
Have you seen Commissioner for Works commissioning project like the time of
like I said, the works, the projects are just they're just kickstarting, so too early to commission them.
Even from the past 4 years, have you seen Commissioner for Works, any other commissioner commissioning anything? Are you aware that in this government they told us that PANSEC are more qualified? There will be no need for Commissioner of Health. Are you really aware? No, let me inform you. Because these days, I think in this government, if not for people like us clamoring for more commissioners, they would have told us that there is no need for commissioners, that PANSEC can do the job. And they forget that the commissioners have to represent us. Commissioners are more or less the tool, the
Okay, Prince Andy, because I need to go over to another caller now. But I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. All right, thank you very much. You wouldn't listen to me. 95.1fm. What's your name and where you calling from? Hello. 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 All right. He probably doesn't know his call has been picked or something. 95.1 FM. Hello. Yes. Good evening to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
What's your name?
Yeah, this is Imam Manab. I'm calling from River State.
All right, Imam, welcome.
Yes. I appointed the commissioner, then the commissioner of health.
All right.
Although it's in the right direction, but the commissioner of health has nothing to do with this virus because he's coming to map out his own logistics in respect of siphoning the money. It's just like, hold on, it's just like what happened some time ago in Ebola. The former commissioner of health,
No. You can't say that because you do not have pieces of evidence. Wait. No. I know. Wait. I want to correct you on something now. Would you listen? You cannot call on radio and say that so former commissioner of what siphon money because you do not have the proof. It's not been proven by court.
Ebola. Have you ever been Ebola before?
Anyways, thank you very much. I don't get it. I mean, I'm trying to correct you on something so you don't put yourself and myself in trouble and you wouldn't listen, so I've got to let you go. I mean, it's very simple there. It's very simple. You cannot call and say somebody has stolen money. You've got to have evidence to prove it. And I keep saying it every day on the show, and yet people still do not learn. All right, then. 95.1 FM. Last call. Yeah, 95.1 FM.
Good afternoon, Chima from Rukwoku.
All right, Chima from Rukwoku, welcome.
Well, let me just other presidents to congratulate the PSLS.
All right,
remembering to increase the number of his cabinet because the first people have long waited for it. Thank God it's coming up now. But if there is any need for a commissioner and there is appointed commissioner for health now, Canada, he cannot do anything.
All right then. But why are you congratulating him? Is this something worth congratulations for? I'm wondering.
When you are overweighted for something and it happens suddenly,
okay.
When your right is being denied, you will tell your person thank you. Now.
So commissioning or appointment of commissioners are the rights of the people.
People's rights have been denied for a very long time. The government is almost finishing now.
We learn every day. All right. Thank you very much for calling in there, Chima from Rukwoku. Now let's move over to the other story for the evening, and this one has to do with the coronavirus. And it says the federal government has reported that the 4 Chinese nationals quarantined in Plateau State have tested negative to coronavirus. The Minister of Health, Osage Ianire, made the disclosure during a media briefing in Abuja. The Plateau State government had reported that 4 suspected cases of the coronavirus on Saturday and placed the persons on isolation. However, the minister said none of these cases have any symptoms and that they have all been tested at the Nigeria Center for Disease Control Reference Laboratory, and they are all negative for coronavirus infection. He further stated that the state has placed them under supervised isolation for 14 days.
Plateau State government reported 4 suspect cases among Chinese nationals on the 29th of February. None of these cases have any symptoms. They have all been tested at the Nigeria Center for Disease Control reference laboratory, and they are all negative for coronavirus infection. If you are feeling unwell with symptoms such as fever, cough, difficulty in breathing, stay at home. Call NCDC toll free. The number is available 24/7 0800970000. Do not indulge in trying to treat yourself. If you are not better after a few days, call at the hospital. Stay informed on the latest development about COVID-19 through official channels.
The minister also revealed that the coronavirus index case in Lagos is responding very well to treatment at the infectious diseases hospital in Yaba, Lagos State. If the Italian man is getting better as claimed by the minister, does it mean that we have the drugs or we have the capacity, I'd like to put that in, to contain the virus in Nigeria? I mean, we've done effectively. Unlike other countries, the virus did spread. But we are yet to hear any other reports stating that the coronavirus is, in another state apart from the one in Lagos. And the one that was reported to have happened or have been found in Plateau State is negative. So do we have the capacity? I mean, looking at the way we've handled this very issue and looking at the fact that we have upped the security or screening measures at the various airports to high priority, do you think, just with the intensity, do you think we have the capacity to handle this very issue? But more importantly, oh God, this one is getting me all excited and all. More importantly, like some caller had said, just that I don't like the way he constructed it. He was calling names and accusing them of siphoning money, which is wrong, by the way. But do you think, going by his ideology or his pattern of thought, do you think that maybe there was no corona in the first place? There was no corona in the first place. I'm just saying a conspiracy theory. I'm not saying there is none or there is none. I'm saying maybe, emphasis on the word maybe, there was no corona in the first place. And maybe, like someone said, it's just a conduit to siphon money. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 0817-000-0951 and 0810-951-0951 95.1 FM.
Canada.
Yeah, that's my name. Good evening to you. What's your name?
My name is Clinton. I call it for Bumling.
All right, Clinton, welcome.
Canada, you see that this virus of coronavirus, I believe that man that came with this sickness is not the virus, so it's just the malaria sample.
All right, then.
They want to do what? See, Canada, if this man that they sponsored treatment, why China people that are not the sponsored treatment?
No. Let me correct you. Chinese people are also responding to treatment. See, now the truth is that the number of people who have survived the virus in China is more than the people who have died because of the virus. And that's what the media would not tell you, by the way.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I believe in this country.
All right then. Thank you very much.
China people are not responding.
They are responding. Go to your research. Go to your research very well. I wouldn't want you to misguide the people who listen to my show. Chinese, I am telling you that Chinese people are responding.
I know. That's what I said. Say if this disease enter this country, we cannot survive it. We don't have anything.
But they said it has
entered. We don't have quality, so we cannot even. I want to ask how this permanent enter this country for the first time.
All right.
So they didn't screen him. They didn't do anything. So they allow him to enter. So we cannot even stand for it. So I'm not sure that this.
All right then. It's not Ebola. All right. Thank you very much for calling in. He said he doesn't believe. Let's not go further. Let's give other people the chance to talk. 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada.
Yeah.
Canada. With Andy, I called back.
Yeah, welcome.
Let me not feel ignorance because it's a global situation. But at the same time, one will wonder why each time in every 2-3 years you see one sickness will just break into the country or the world or the next thing he already has a name, and before it go around 2-3 countries, he's already in Nigeria. And all
No. He didn't go around two, 3 countries. He went around 50 countries before he got into Nigeria.
One will also wonder that will Nigeria be ever free from some of this kind of
but why
enter into the country?
While you're thinking in that direction, have you also thought about the fact that Nigeria is handling the whole virus thing very judiciously, or will I say very professionally?
Canada, on that ground, I will agree with you and also give kudos to President Muhammadu Buhari because it's not really easy. So far, so good. They have been trying to fight. Even they have been trying to fight the sickness. Even if you would have ordinarily wished that it shouldn't have entered at all, there would have been measures to put in place. Organized machines that would have prevented it from entering at all. But even so far as it has entered, they are also trying to fight it. But would have wished originally that even if it has gone around the world, Nigeria would have been exempted. We are spending so much because fighting this kind of coronavirus, it will cost Nigerians money. And you know that the country is already drying. The country financially we are already suffering. So coming to raise this kind of amount of money to fight it's not.
All right. Thank you very much, Prince Andy. Prince Andy, I've got to move on. Thank you very much there. Did I miss it? I did miss it. Do call me back. 0817 000 0951 and 0810 951 0951. Text, the text message portal is down, so yeah, no text messages right about now. And this will be, okay, I think one, two calls, yeah? And then we'll round things up, yeah? 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada.
Lost in
Now, greeting. Don't you wait that you know, honestly. But somebody was telling you on the show how budget is a private document. But somebody but thank God that you guys always do your research before you come. That's what they don't know. You know the number of people that have been treated and discharged in China?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't just come and the number of, just like you said, the number of people they've treated, they've cured, is far more than those that the virus has killed. These are people who are building hospitals, furnishes, and everything in 6 days. And then the truth of the matter is that the man is here. Guys, I don't know, sometimes they should watch, let them follow channels.
Let's leave that. So are you really sure? I mean, because the way the guy is improving is too fast for my liking. Do you think?
No.
Do you think it's malaria? Wait, now, Lawson. Do you think it's malaria? Maybe they misinterpreted it.
It's not malaria.
Okay.
It's not. He has probably a better
immune system.
Immunity. Yes. Yeah. Maybe some people, their immunity is very weak. Very, very weak. Now, like yesterday, I was listening to channel. They say he's improving, and apart from that, the major cause, the major problem, this respiratory symptoms, he's having none at all. You understand? He's having none. So, you understand? He's been handled. For somebody to say, it is not, I think we have to be careful. We should thank God. You know, when Ebola came, it was the same thing. Luckily, we managed to survive.
So we have the capacity then.
We don't have the capacity. Which capacity? We don't have the capacity.
But you just said we handle it very well, and I mean.
This one is in Lagos. In Lagos, when you talk of capacity now across the country, how many centers do we have that like the one in Lagos? How many?
All right then.
So that's why we should avoid it spreading. That is the major aim. Avoid it spreading, because if you even talk of the Lassa fever, there are some centers where you can get treated. Other centers, people just go and die.
All right, then.
You understand?
All right.
So we should just thank God that he's responding and make sure, you understand, that others don't bring it down here. Thank God the government has shut down 2 of our 4 international airports. You understand? So that they can monitor those coming in effectively. That is the only way out.
All right,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I gotta go now. But this is where we round things up. Because we've got less than 8 minutes on the show. So you get to call me and pick any issue and talk about it. Any issue that picks you, that interests you. But remember, there's a law to that. There's a caveat to that. If you've called in before and you've talked on that issue before, I would rather you move on to another issue. Right? So let's do this now. 0817 0000951 and 0810 951 951. All right, there. 95.1 FM. Who's on the line?
Hello, Mr. Canada.
Mr. Sam, welcome back. Mr. Sam, welcome back. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Canada is seen as much as a prophet is not honored in his own town. The truth is that we have the best doctors.
All right.
And we have the capacity to handle those issues, whatever name they tag it to, whether corona or cholera or whatsoever. We can tackle and handle them well, and knowing that we are standing on the solid rock, which is the great healer himself, the maker of the heaven and earth. So nobody should panic. Well, that issue will be taken care of, no matter whatever symptom. So that is why you see that man is improving, is responding to treatment.
All right.
So that is a very good one.
Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Sam. Like I said, this is that part of the show where we do the roundup session. So you call in and talk about any of the stories. Are you talking about the, what do you call it now? The baby factory or the alleged baby factory? You know, the words, the banding of words between the police and the mothers of the babies who are, have been accused of selling their babies to people who are buying it from them. We also talked about the commissioners that have recently been nominated, or commissioner nominees in Rivers State. 95.1 FM. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi.
Am I talking to football?
This is not football.
Family love.
No, this is not family love. Sorry about that. This is Today 95.1 FM. 0817 0000951 and 0810 951 951. Okay, who's on the line now? 95.1 FM.
Hello?
Hi, yes. Good evening. Turn off your radio, please. Turn off your radio.
Hello. Good evening, Canada.
Yes, good evening.
Well, you are doing a very nice program. I like it so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But we is like deliberating on this issue. We are inviting the sickness. We have no recorded any case about this in Nigeria.
We have, but we have.
We're inviting it.
We have now. Have you been listening to the news? There's one in Lagos.
How many, please?
There's one in Lagos.
One.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yes.
They should check that person very well.
They are checking him.
It's not in Nigeria. We should use this chance to deliberate, talk about football that makes people happy. not inviting sickness that is in China.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You don't believe the sickness is in Nigeria. That's a very funny one, by the way. And I had to let go my laughter. Well, call in right about now because we are about to round up the show. Who's there? 95.1 FM.
Hello, Canada.
Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Chima, Koba from Rukboko.
All right, Chima, welcome.
See, there is something people don't understand. In this part of the world, Nigeria, where all of us belongs to, nature doesn't allow something like that to happen. You are in the media. Up to now, what is the data of that man? What is his name? Is a Thailand man a name? They should bring it out for somebody. They should stop deceiving. We have better flights or different countries and all that. People who bought flight have information. What is the information of this man? They should let us know. Then we will know. But me, I'm telling you people that coronavirus cannot survive in Nigeria.
All right, just make sure you go through the hygienic processes, and so you're not caught unawares. I'm just saying. Okay, all right then. Thank you very much for calling in. 95.1 FM. I lost that call to call me back. Yeah, I'll take one or two more calls. Yeah, who's on the line? All right, I missed that one as well. 0817 0000951 and 0810 951 951. Why do we need more commissioners? That's one of the questions I've asked you this evening. The police, are they trying to launder their image? That's another question I've asked you this evening. And of course, this very one. I'm asking the question. Do we have the capacity to handle coronavirus in Nigeria, going by how we have handled the Italian 95.1 FM?
Hello.
Mm.
Yes, I'm Simon called back again. I want to comment on the baby factory issue.
All right, go ahead quickly.
For me, my opinion though, is a diversionary measure from the Kima's issue.
All right, then. You think so? Why do you think so, by the way?
Yes. The same day we were all expecting them to give us a report of the subsidy done to brought a woman. And you know, which group of police say a go crack. It just says diversionary measure.
All right, then.
If you can look at the whole thing, no fact,
All right,
nothing
then.
against the lady.
All right, then. All right, thank you very much for calling in. But that's the much we can take because we've got to wrap things up right about now. The platform has been a production of our news department put together by Chinedu Uvuna. I'll be with you same time tomorrow. Time, remember, is 4 p.m. Until then, keep listening to Today 95.1 FM. I am Kalada.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. News update.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of Beats and Pieces on your premium token news radio Today 95.1 FM. I am Kala Dakarubatabo. From Delta State is a report that a teacher at the Ekubo Grammar School in Ugeli area of the state has been accused of flogging a junior secondary school student to death. The report said Calvin Ogene Ogaga was rushed to a hospital for medical attention but was confirmed dead. Some of the deceased classmates revealed that they had begged their teacher not to flog Calvin because he was not too fine, but the teacher refused. The development angered the students who attacked the teacher and destroyed some school properties. In Imo State, an unidentified man in his late 30s is reported to have hit a taxi driver to death in Owerri, the state capital. The unidentified man was said to be driving in a Lexus Jeep along Warehouse roundabout Owerri when the taxi driver hit his car. The report said the owner of the Lexus Jeep on